Hey guys, welcome back to Cakes by Chopper. Today we have a One Direction autograph cake for all you directioners out there. We start off by cleaning our equipment with lemon juice for the meringues. Add 3 egg whites, discard the yolks, a pinch of salt, and 2/3 of a cup of caster sugar, and add it slowly while beating on a low speed. Once you've got the meringue mixture, put it in a piping bag and onto a traced logo of One Direction, as you see. Just pipe it on slowly, and then we're going to bake that in the oven for an hour at 100 degrees Celsius, which is 212 Fahrenheit. I'll check on that for you. You don't want to make your meringue too thick, so I traced it out and then filled it, and you see you can pop it back in the middle and sort of give it a little bit more volume, but not too thick or it's going to take too long to cook and possibly burn. Now I smoothed this out, but leaving a little bit of texture on the logo so that it looks a little bit broken and rough like their original logo does. And this will later stand on top of the cake and look amazing, as you will see. Okay, now using a baking tray, I just baked a normal butter cake. This one, I used chocolate milk instead of plain milk for the recipe. So it had this hint of chocolate and I think it tasted pretty awesome. Now we just dirty ice that cake, put a crumb coat over it because we're going to cover it in fondant. Choose whatever colours you like. This one was coloured purple because the girl I was making the cake for loves purple. Now I rolled it out onto parchment paper to make it a lot easier to apply to the cake because I wanted to get it just right. Drop it on over the top. Then with the smoothing tool, we just clean up the edges. And I used it to trim it because I think it cut off nicely going right to the bottom. So it's sort of like a pillow. This cake is very easy to make. Your next step is get a clean toothbrush, preferably a brand new one. Dip it into some food colouring and sprinkle that all over your fondant. You can see it's a flicking motion and it sort of applies like a spray paint, but it's more speckled and I think it looks great. The more you do it, the darker the area gets. So I traced it right around the edges dark and then I did the corners to leave the centre a little bit pinkish so it wasn't just dominated by the purple. You can see here it starts giving it shape. How much you do is up to you. How many colours you want to use is up to you as well. Just clean your toothbrush well. Our next step is take a printout, which is available on the Facebook page of Cakes by Chopper, of the One Direction autographs. Melt a block of white chocolate in the microwave. And then I've got a cake applicator here that helps you write on the top of a cake. So I just filled it with the melted chocolate and traced over the autographs. This is the second time I did the autographs because I find when you're piping something so delicate and so detailed, it can take a bit of practice. So make sure you got enough chocolate to do a few mistake ones and just play around with it till you get the feel of the chocolate. And I find that once the chocolate cools down a little bit more, you get a more solid autograph rather than it going on and melting straight away. And I'll take this time now to let you know my good buddy Twisted Tim and Luna from Melbourne have done the One Direction cover. Please pop on over and check it out. I think it's fantastic. They did one thing and it's amazing. The clip is so cool. These guys are awesome, so please check them out. Click this link above. It'll open in a new window. Now, as you're done with the autographs, how big or how small you make these is up to you. I put these in the freezer to let them set, but I found afterwards it was easy to cut them into individual autographs. That makes it a lot easier for when you are trying to apply them to the cake. By the time you've done this, it should be time to take out your meringue from the oven. And these just peel off very easily. I used a bit of purple food colouring and just brushed it on lightly around the edge. And this helped give another dimension to those letters. Once again, going dark around the edge and then just sort of, once the food colouring runs out, brush it lightly over the front. And it just gives it that rough edge feel. It's kind of cool. And if this cake is going to be made for someone the next day, store your meringue in an airtight container, because with moisture in the air it does go soft, and you don't want the symbol to not work out for the cake when you're giving it to someone. Put 3 skewers in the back that they will lean up against, and I applied a little bit of chocolate to the back of the skewers, and you can see just pop them on. They stand at the back. Then you're ready to apply the autographs. Take them out of the freezer and you should be able to just peel them off and lay them on. I used a wet paintbrush to help me pick up bits that fall, because the warmth of your hands makes the chocolate melt. So it is a bit fidgety, but tell me what you think. Drop a comment below and tell me what you think of these autographs. I think it's fantastic. And also, this music in the background is from danosongs.com. Great place to get royalty for your free music. If you like the track, go check them out. And there you have the One Direction cake. A must-have for any Directioner's birthday. Please share this with your friends on Facebook, and check out CakesByChoppA on Facebook as well. Like our page, let us know what you think, and stay in touch. Thanks for watching, guys.